What is going on, my friends, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Well, Hbar's price is pulling back just a little bit over the last 24 hours or so roughly, leaving a lot of people wondering what is going on. Well, I think that this is actually a lot better than people recognize, so I wanted to share that with you today. And so with that said, let's not waste any more time at all, and let's get straight into it. Now guys, don't forget, if you do want to trade a little Hbar yourself on up to 50x leverage and many other cryptos on all the way up to 500x leverage, you can use that BTCC link down below. Guys, if you sign up specifically with my link on this page, you're going to get a 10% bonus on your first time deposit between $500 and $100,000. This means that if you deposit, say, $4,000, they're going to give you $400 on the spot to start trading. If you turn that into, say, $1,000, they're going to, all that $600 of profit that you just made, they're going to give to you. It's completely yours, no strings attached. You can withdraw it, reinvest it, do whatever you want with it. It's literally an opportunity to make free gains, and during a market like this, where there are gains everywhere, who knows what that could turn into. So go check that out down below. It's a great trading platform, so go check it out. Let me know what you think. Now, in yesterday's video on Hbar, okay, what we were talking about was the fact that this bad boy has made the move, right? We were talking about, hey, listen, although there may be a little moment here or so where we do start to see this thing kind of pull back and cool down, Hbar is making the move as we speak. Of course, everyone knows, if you've watched my channel for at least a week, you know that this golden zone, this golden box is all I really care about. I mean, I talk about this every single day, is the golden box. And the reason that I say that, and what we talked about yesterday for Hbar, was that if its price can clear this golden box, it opens up the door to possibly push all the way up towards $1.28. I think that's extremely, it's very possible. Sure, we're looking at a $40-50 billion market cap, but I think in the grand scheme of things, if this market continues to push upwards, a rising tide raises all ships, I think we're in a good spot. I think it's very possible. Obviously, the ultra bullish case here is $3.41, but I'm just not quite sure we're going to see Hbar push over $100 billion sometime soon. So my general thesis is that we can see this bad boy push towards at least $1, towards $1.25 if we clear the golden box. And so what I told you is that I'll keep you updated on how things are progressing, what we're seeing in here, and those signs that we're getting from it as it tries to break the golden box, and that's what we're going to do today. We are seeing some interesting price movements here. I actually did pick up and buy a little bit of Hbar as we did re-enter back into the golden box, so I want to tell you all about exactly, again, what's going on here, why this is a good sign, and what you need to be on the lookout for. Now, I will warn you, some of the things that I say in this video might get a little bit confusing or complicated if you are newer, and all I'm going to say is that if you are a new investor who's just trying to figure this whole crypto thing out, or maybe you're a seasoned advanced trader who's on a plateau and you're just trying to get better in general, all that I ask from you specifically is to stick around until the end of the video, because at the end of the video, I'm going to tell you about what's going on over in the Discord server, because people are learning at a rate that I've never seen before and using those lessons to turn them into strategies and turning those strategies into gains. And this is just today. This is just this morning. People are posting gain after gain after gain after gain. So if you want to be a part of this, if you want to be one of these people turning these lessons into gains, just stick around if you want to just get better at this whole crypto thing, okay? End of the video, I'll talk about that. Now, looking at Hbar, let's kind of dive into it now. So first and foremost, I mentioned earlier that I actually picked up a little bit of Hbar, and if you go over to the server actually, which I'll show you later, but you can see here, I just made an announcement to them saying that I bought a little bit of Hbar, basically exactly where we are right now. Now, I will say this is a little bit more of one of my riskier purchases because Hbar is at the top of a huge move, and realistically, the door for this bad boy to continue back lower and push probably, possibly down towards 25 cents is very, very, very possible. Quite frankly, I don't really care. I think Hbar has showed us what it's capable of. It showed us the type of momentum that it can get, and I think that it's just in due time we will see that bad boy try to make another move similar to ones what we have seen previously, right? Now, with that in mind, first and foremost, what's going on? What's the update with the gold box? Well, what you can see is that Hbar tried to break the gold box on the 4 hours and it failed, and that's rather normal. I mean, this was the first time, realistically, that it's interacted with this with this gold box since it put in its previous all-time high. Because even in April of 2024, it didn't get all the way up here. The pressure from this box pushed the price down, but we didn't get up here. So this is really its first interaction with the gold box that it's ever had, and so seeing it fail to break it on the very first try is normal. It's somewhat even expected, I would say. And so this isn't super concerning. But what we are seeing is something very bullish in the sense that as it did get that rejection and that failure back towards the downside, it is creating one of the most bullish structures that there is in crypto, which is a descending channel. Now, quite frankly, this is a micro descending channel, which means a tiny descending channel. It's not something that you can be even super excited about, in my opinion, but it is a good sign, because whenever a crypto enters into these golden zones, what happens sometimes is absolute pure devastation. I'm talking, you hit this bad boy and you absolutely get sent back to the downside. No structure, nothing, just straight downwards. But that's not what we saw here. Although we did go rather quickly to the downside and put in some losses of about, what is it? I mean, yeah, it's about 30% in losses immediately. At the end of the day, it's not a huge drop in the grand scheme of things. It's really just a drop in the bucket when you look at the momentum that Hbar has had. And so because of that, I think that this is the biggest bullish sign that Hbar could have given us. And it says that even though its price may go downwards a little bit, or it may consolidate here, maybe it needs to build up a foundation here, maybe it needs to come back down, whatever it needs to do, it's very likely that we do see this golden box hold as a form of support. It's very likely that we see the bulls step in within this golden box and try to use it to push Hbar's price even higher towards those all-time highs, right? And so because of that, we're in a situation in which, although it looks like it's not good and although it doesn't feel good and you're seeing those losses in your portfolio, in the grand scheme of things, it's not a bad thing. I mean, you look at something like your 4-hour RSI, this bad boy's already at one point hit, what was that? The 53 level. This is the same level that it's bounced off of roughly right here, roughly around the same little area right here, several times. So all of these moments that we've been pumping, this is the level that Hbar comes back down to in order to see that move back upwards. And so one, that says that there's an opportunity that we do use this to break out to the upside, right? That we do that. But even if this isn't the case, we've already reset back to the 50% threshold here on the 4-hour charts. The likelihood is that if it does continue lower, we're going to see a full reset fast and soon enough, and that should give us the momentum needed to start trying to work our way upwards anyway. So my general thesis here with Hbar is like, oh, we're in a good spot. Although it's pulling back, it's resetting very well. We're seeing the bulls cool down. We're seeing the bears not have a ton of success, but just enough to keep them excited. And so that when the time is right, we can liquidate them when we push it to the upside. And so because of that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to just buy a little bit of Hbar here, and we'll see what happens. If its price goes down a little bit more, cool, no problem. I'll buy it the lower it gets, because again, the more I think it's the more likely that we will see it push upward. So this is a very, very good sign that we're seeing from Hbar, and you definitely shouldn't be getting too down on yourself, especially if you are a little bit negative over the last few days. So that's where we are with this bad boy. I'm liking what we're seeing, and as we do get a little bit more what's called structural clarity, meaning we can see a little bit clearer what's going to happen with the price here, I'll give you even more updates on what we can be seeing, and of course, what signals we're getting. So maybe just, make sure that you do turn on those notifications when you do subscribe. Now, as I mentioned earlier, if you're somebody who wants to see maybe whenever I bought something like Hbar, and I don't post all of my buys and all of my sells, but I post a good bit of them, but more if you're somebody who wants to learn why I'm doing certain things, learn why professionals are doing things, someone who just wants to get better at this whole crypto thing, as I mentioned before, I want you to join the Discord server. Now, in order to do so, got to go through the Patreon. It's the price of a Netflix subscription or cheaper. It's either $17 a month or $5 a month, and what you're going to get is access to the server. In the server, you're going to get insights with Tyler, which comes with insights on what I'm doing, what I'm thinking, some moves that I'm making, things I'm looking to buy, and much more. There's technical analysis that gets posted every single day. There's fundamental analysis that gets posted every single day. I've hired 2 teams of professional traders to give their buy and sell signals anytime they start making trades themselves. And mind you, these are people who live off of trading. They make a living off of trading, and you get to learn directly from them what things that they're going to be buying and selling to make their living. We got premium classes going over things like the Fibonacci's, like keys to bull market investing, live workshops with coaches, beginners courses. These are 30 minutes long, 20-page presentations, all provided to you on things like technical analysis, leverage trading. We have 3 more on fundamental analysis, meme coin investing, and altcoin investing, all coming over the next few days. And then there's Tyler's tips, these little mini, small 2 to 3 minute long videos just talking about random stuff that I think will be helpful for you. All of these things have been accumulating to build up a community of people who are absolutely printing gains. As I mentioned before, this is just today. Just today, all these gains are just from this morning while this market has been moving. And yesterday it was even crazier. Look at this. I can scroll and scroll and scroll and scroll, and all you're going to see are gains after gains after gains, because this community is learning these lessons, creating strategies, and implementing those strategies to turn it into real life money, real life gains. So if you want to be one of these people, don't miss the gravy train, baby. Go to the link down below. It's the cost of a Netflix subscription or cheaper, and you can join today. So go do that, okay? Now, also don't forget, if you do want to start trading some Hbar yourself, you get that 10% bonus over on BTCC. But overall, I will update you. Again, I'm not going to say for sure what's going to happen in the short term, because quite frankly, I don't know. Maybe we backtest and maybe we pump, maybe we go down. That's not the point. The whole point of today's video is to say that it's giving us some very good signals that no matter what it does, the likelihood is that there is probably still going to be some momentum towards the upside in the midterm here. And the best thing to do is just get ready and prepare for that. So as we do, again, get what I call structural clarity, I will let you know exactly what I'm on the lookout for. But in the grand scheme of things, enjoy these days like this, because when you have a day where Bitcoin's hitting 100K for the first time, things, these days don't last forever. So do enjoy it. Don't forget to check out those links down below. Smash the like button if you did enjoy this video. I got 4, 5, 6 vids posting still come today. So if you do want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and I can't wait to see you all next time. Peace out, everybody.